What's up, plant slayers? I hope you're having a great and, well, it seems a bit cloudy today. But in today's episode, guys, we're going to be going through another technique on how to level up your characters faster. Okay, so rather than just jumping into multiplayer and playing a ton of multiplayer matches, you can level them up really quickly. So if you haven't already, go check out our last video on how we leveled up like all the engineers and the electric, the explosive and toxic variants using turf wars and sunflowers, because they group together. So if you've got a character such as the electric, toxic or exploding people like Captain Cannon or the electric variant of any character, they do arcing damage, so you can get giant multi-vanquishes and multi-kills that just give you a ton of EXP. Now, although those games are great and you can like go into a game with a single shot character such as the foot soldiers and get a lot of kills, they're not ideal because they're all grouping together. It's hard to get them, it's hard to kill the sunflowers as they're healing each other as a single shot like character or variant. Any of them, look at them, like they're all single shot, none of them do multi damage, and it is really hard. So I thought up of another way to actually level up these single shot characters. So if we jump over to the portal that allows us to level up and go into private play and actually set to, guys, vanquish confirmed. Okay, vanquish confirmed. So if you pick any map, I like to pick particularly Aqua Center just because it's a large open middle area. Like, you've got two spawning segments each side, left and right, and then you've got a large open battleground compared to maps such as Frosty Creek, which are like roundish in shape and you can spawn practically anywhere. With maps such as Aqua Center, you either spawn on one side or the other. You don't really spawn in the middle, and you've got higher up positions such as the building, you've got rooftops, and all of that's like just elevated heights that you can actually reach to, and that stops a ton of like chompers and just corns chucking stuff at you. Is really helpful. I'll explain it more in detail when we're in the game. But if you put it on easy, because you're going to be on your own, so you want it as easy, and go into team setup. So right now, if you're playing as zombies like I am, you want to put it to none, so you're completely on your own. If you're playing as plants, you want to put that to none. But whatever one you're not playing as, you want to put it to, let's find it, it's the plant, 7 plants, there we go, 7 plants, or for the zombies, it will be 7 zombies, pretty easy name. And you're only selecting this because that gives one of each type of plant. You don't want sunflowers of happiness, you don't want a bunch of sunflowers healing each other, you don't want a ton of roses turning into a goat, you don't want loads of pea shooters zipping around everywhere chucking chili bombs. You just want one of each variant, simple to deal with. Okay, so click confirm. You don't want any crazy settings, because although it says it takes away the, like, if you click one, you can see it gets rid of the coin multiplier. If you actually look or read the bottom, it also gets rid of the amount of EXP you earn. So you don't want any of them on, because we're going purely for the EXP, guys. You just want to activate the portal and jump into the game. Alright, guys, I'm about to jump straight into the game. So as I'm just casually playing along, I'm going to just go through the cons and the pros of this technique. Now, the premise of this technique is that you're on your own against 7 plants, as you can see, and we're playing Vanquish Confirmed. So initially, you've got to survive as long and as much as you can. You're trying not to get hit. Character upgrades such as health regen and health regeneration delay really do help, and when I next die, I'm going to check out that, see if I've got any of them to use. But practically all you got to do is not die, and the more kills you get, the better. You're aiming to get a ton of kills, and what you want to do is actually avoid picking up the vanquish orbs that they drop, so you never win the game. You never like gaining score towards your game. You're not going to do anything, you're not going to win the game, and every time you die you will drop one. So fair enough, you're going to die a fair few times, but the longer you survive, the more times you don't die, the longer the match goes on, and the more kills you can get, and obviously the more kills you get, the more EXP you're looking at, guys. So I'm staying up into an elevated position, trying to cover both ends from which way they're coming from, but it is kind of hard with 7 plants. You can put it onto other team setups for the plants, such as the 4 roses, but then again, the downsides to this are that there's not as many things to kill, and you've got all of their abilities to deal with, so such as the roses, time snare, and turning you into goat. It's really hard to pinpoint where I'm actually being attacked from. Try and take out this cactus before he does anything. Let's try and take him out. As I said, it is really hard to survive. That's why it's set on easy, by the way, guys. Set on easy so we can survive as long as we can. But you can see the premise here, guys, is that if you can survive, the longer you survive, the better. Because you're just getting a ton of kills. And compared to playing in Turf Wars against Sunflowers of Happiness, they're not healing each other. You've only got one Sunflower that's doing the healing. And they're basic plant variants, so they're easy to, like, 1v1. They haven't got too many abilities to help them survive. Let's just try and cover ourselves here, see if this helps. Take out the cord. Ah, no, we died. We died. But the further you go on, the longer you survive, the more kills you're going to get. We've got 5 in that death. So that's... we got 49 more deaths to go, pretty much. Let's go on to customization, character upgrades. We've got the zoom upgrade and the health regeneration delay. So let's see, is there any more? No, we've only got the zoom. So we're looking for health regen as well, just to help you survive that little bit longer. Reload speed would be intense. It'd be really helpful, reload speed, I'm not gonna lie, just because you can see there I'm having to reload before I can completely finish off one character. That may not be like the whole, like, I don't know, it may not, what am I trying to say, it may not be the same for every pea shooter, like every pea shooter, every zombie. Some zombies may reload quicker than others, guys, so keep that in mind. This is just the Arctic Trooper I'm using, but once if you're going through all the zombies or all the single shot characters on their own, then you'll find some characters reload faster than the others, okay? Like you'll know which characters are easier to level up and which characters are not. And obviously as you level them up, you get more character upgrades. But apart from that, guys, that is the main sort of technique in itself. Just playing Vanquish Confirmed, surviving as long as you can for literally getting as many kills as you can. The more kills you get, the more EXP you can get. You can see we've gone up quite a lot as well. Now I do have to mention this is slower than the other technique because you're not getting the multi-vanquishes. You haven't got teammates to help you out or heal you either. So you can see once they gang up on you like this, it is really hard. And I'd say if they do start to gang up on you like this, take out the sunflower as quickly as you can. There we go. Oh, we vanquished the potted plant. No, we vanquished the potted plant. Take out the sunflower. Take out the sunflower. Ah. So yeah, I'm gaining some kills. I'm going to try and use the elevated positions for myself. I've gone through the different plant types. I'm just trying to think of other tips for you guys. Other than the different plant types, you can give it a try with the roses, but if you're finding that their abilities are too much for you, switch back to like basic plant types or like basic variants of plant types that can't really do much damage to you. This is where an elevated position is really useful to get away from the chompers, so they're not actually constantly attacking you. But if you kill them quick enough once they're like coming at you, don't allow them to do a one-on-one on you, and just get giant multi-vanquishes, or not multi-vanquishes, vanquish one after the other. So the big damage there. Let's try and take out the sunflower. Bam. We know the sunflower was healing the citron, so let's try and take out the corn, who we also did damage to. Oh no, and we really need reload speed. Try and like hide behind as much defense as you can as well, such as this, so you're not getting hit by those roses time attacks that actually hit the pole I was hiding behind just then. Chucking that giant. Oh, there we go. We got the citron eventually, and we're racking up some kills this death. So the technique is coming in clutch. We're doing all right, hiding behind these defensive positions. What you also find is that as you die, or if they die like one after another in groups, that they're trying to revive each other. So they're not really attacking you as much like that. Just got a nice sort of like 5 kills in a row there, which is really useful. Dodging the Chomper's goop is necessary. Like, the Chomper can screw you over so much. And actually, with ice variants as well, the ice variant I'm using is also useful just because you can see it freezes enemies to the ground. So fire variants would be really good as well because it does extra damage, guys. And I'd say the standard variants would be a lot harder, but once you start getting those character upgrades on the go, it will be a lot easier. Should have really gone for the sunflower, and then he's going to revive the Chomper. No, not the Chomper, the citron. But that is the technique in one. I've been jumped, I've been gooped. Now let's get him, let's freeze him before he gets close. Look, oh no. How did that not take him out? No. How did that not take him out? Oh no. Oh, we made it off on top of the cup. We're okay. At least we took out the Chomper. We've been attacked. We've been ganged up on now. You got to watch out for the spike weeds, guys. The spike weeds they will kill you. Okay. They will kill you. Right, where's the sunflower? Oh, they're all coming for me. You can sort of train them as well, guys. If you can find like defensive positions to switch to, try and train them. Oh god, one health. One health, one health. Yeah, if you can try and train them, they won't actually attack you as much, and you can just turn around and shoot. But they've only captured one of my orbs. Literally, they've captured one of my orbs so far. I've died, what, 2, 3 times? So, you can see the technique, it's coming in clutch. As I said, it is a lot slower. But now I'm just rambling on. Go try this for yourself. Try it with different plant types. Leave comments down below if you find that it works better with a different plant type. And another suggestion is try putting like you know, there's plant types that have got like 2 or 3 zombies in one pack. Like the roses only had 4. Try and put plant types like that, but with the zombies. So there's only 4 of them on your team. So perhaps you're not killing them as much. You're eventually going to win the game, but you're the one that's getting like 60 kills in a game or something, and you're just leaving your teammates to either die and pick up the orbs. So if you leave the orbs yourself, then that's one player out of say 3, 4 or 5 in the whole match who are not picking them up. That's going to be a lot against either 7 plants, or if you've increased the plants, 10 or 12. But until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is leveling up your characters. I do have to mention before I go, I am only on a 1 multiplier, so that is going to affect it quite a lot. If you get the 2 times multiplier, it's going to be a hell of a lot faster. But until next time, guys, thanks, and I'll see you on the next video.